In this video today, I thought I would talk a little bit about some simple ways that you can protect yourself against this 5G technology that is beginning to roll out. I know I've been noticing a lot more commercials that are promoting this 5G technology, and it's really important that if you are not familiar with this type of technology, get out there and do some research on it. There is a lot of information about this particular technology. I know I've watched a lot of videos about people who are the installers of this technology, and they are sharing some of the effects that they have had on their physical body, as well as some of the effects that they've seen with people living around this 5G technology. And it's really important that you educate yourself, because our power lies within the people, right, guys? So if we can get out there and educate ourselves and have a better understanding of what this technology is, then when it starts to really roll out, and I'm sure many of you are starting to see it in your areas. I know I'm here in the Spokane, Coeur d'Alene area, and we are starting to see these 5G technologies roll out. So what I'm understanding is currently we have the 2G, 3G, 4G is running at about 1.5 to roughly 2.8 megahertz, and these are in a tower form from what I'm understanding, and these are going to be those radio frequencies that are rolling out when we are trying to scroll through using our phones, using our streaming devices and whatnot. So what's happening is, these guys who work on the towers are in a close range to this particular radio frequencies, and they can have certain effects just from dealing with the 4G and the 3G that we currently have now. Our bodies are 70% water, and when we have these radio frequencies rippling through them, it can really distort our cellular structure, our DNA. And what I'm understanding is that this 5G technology is in the gigahertz. So it is 30 plus gigahertz, which is 15,000 times stronger than what we currently have right now in place with the 3G and the 4G. And what I'm also understanding is it's not just going to be in towers. They are going to have this plastered all over the place. It's going to be in our vehicles. It's going to be in our apartment complexes. It's going to be on our homes. It's going to be pretty much anywhere in our offices. These are going to be very, very close. This technology is going to be very close to us, and it is 15,000 times stronger than what we currently have right now. So I know I was reading an article about some of the trees that were located next to some of these towers, and on the sides of the trees, the bark was burning off of the trees. It was such a powerful radiation, the emissions that were coming off of these towers. So, and I'm not doing this to make us fear-based, guys. This is just, I'm putting this out here for knowledge, for education, and I encourage each and every one of you to get out there and do your own research. Don't take what I have to say as the holy grail here, guys. I've done a lot of research on my own, and I just thought it would be important to put out a video so we can have a better understanding of what is coming at us. And we may not see these effects, roll out over the next 5 years on our physical bodies, but over the next 15, 20, 25 years, what is that going to look like? I mean, this technology is so harmful to our energetic system, to our physical bodies, that it can literally manipulate our DNA and kind of like distort our cellular membranes, our cellular structures. So I wanted to just kind of bring this to people's attention. I wanted to plant some seeds about this. If you've seen 5G commercials, you've seen this rollout, it's coming, guys. And if it's not in your area, it's going to be in your area. So what are some things that we can do to protect ourselves? So I've kind of broken it down by physical, energetic, and emotional ways that we can protect ourselves from this very, very harmful energy or technology that is actually going to be rolled out here. And I know if you're watching this in other countries, I'm in the United States, and I know that this is rolled out in China, and I believe that it's rolling out in Australia, and now we're starting to see it here in the US too. So if you're in another country, don't think that you're going to get skirt away from this, because it's pretty much going to be something that they're trying to roll out globally. So what are some physical ways that we can actually protect ourselves against this? So when these radio frequencies are hitting us, it's hitting our energetic system, and not all of us can feel or see energy. Now, I can feel it, sometimes I can see it, but we don't always know that it's affecting us. And what we learn is that it's affecting us on a physical level. And when we get those physical symptoms, we don't always associate it with electromagnetic frequencies around us, because we don't see electromagnetic frequencies. But just like the air that we breathe, we don't see the air that we breathe, but we know it's there because it provides us with that vital oxygen that keeps that life force within our bodies, right? So it's the same with energy. We don't see all this murky, mucky energy around us, but what happens is we feel it physically. So some things that we can do to help us cleanse our systems, to keep our immune systems high, because that's really what we're trying to do here. The stronger our immune system is, the more we can fight these types of EMFs that are going to be bombarding us at a very close range. So what are some things that we can do? Chlorella spirulina. Those are excellent sources of blue-green algae. What they do is they cleanse out heavy metals in the body. They balance the energetic system. They provide vital proteins. They're plant-based. They're fantastic. Eating clean, eating life force food, guys. When we eat processed food is dead food. There is no nutrients, no minerals, no life force in processed foods. When we eat clean, healthy, organic, whether it be raw or cooked, however you prefer it, fruits and vegetables, eating things that give you vital life force, it will also help raise your vibration and boost your immune system as well. Drinking unfluoridated water, fluoride calcifies the pineal gland. It is a neurotoxin. It creates a lot of havoc within the physical body. And if you can drink unfluoridated water, try reverse osmosis water, adding trace minerals and nutrients back into the water, so that way you have living water. Using things like Nascent Iodine. This is one that I really like. I've got a kind of a show and tell over here, guys, so I'm going to be pulling stuff out. Detoxidine. This is wonderful. So Nascent Iodine, back in the 40s and 50s, they started pulling iodine out of our foods and adding chloride, bromide, all these other weird things into our food, which started to affect our physical bodies. Our bodies need iodine to thrive. And what iodine does is it actually displaces the fluoride in the body. So when we supplement with Nascent Iodine, it gets our glandular system, our endocrine system, back in working order. So Nascent Iodine is a really great thing to use. Colloidal silver, colloidal gold. These are wonderful things. They're like natural antibiotics. And you can take those regularly. I take them daily, if not every other day. And what those do is they just reset that cellular structure, that DNA in our body, and it helps us fight off viruses, bacteria, and it also helps protect our energetic system. Shilajit. Okay, so Shilajit comes in like a little container like this, and I don't know if you guys can see it. It's a black tarry substance that comes from the Himalayan mountains, and it provides us with more than 84 different vital minerals and nutrients. This was actually something that the Tibetan monks would use when they would go into the caves for long periods of time. This little tarry substance, and all you need is a tiny little toothpick size, and you mix it in some warm water and make a tea out of it. This provides you with all of the vital minerals and nutrients that you need. And these monks could live for months and years without eating physical food because they were getting the vital minerals and nutrients in their body that the Shilajit was actually providing for them. So this is wonderful. Very, very simple to use. And most of these products that I'm talking about today, I've got, excuse me, I've got listed on my website, so you guys can check it out and learn a little bit more. So if I don't go into great detail about stuff, you can actually check it out on my website, okay? So something else that you can use physically is called an earthing mat or a grounding mat, and you can put them, you can sleep on them. You can actually buy sheets that have grounding cords attached to them. You can use them when you're working on your computer. You can put them next to like if you're working on your computer and you have your router there, you can put it, either under your hands where you're working, or put it on the ground under your feet and put your bare feet on it. It's really, really good. If you guys have indoor pets that don't get outside a lot, grounding helps them too, because not only are we being affected by these electromagnetic frequencies, but our pets are being affected by it as well. So it's important that whatever we do for ourselves, we make sure that we do for our pets too. A couple of other things that you can physically do to help protect your energy are using things like Ormus. So Ormus is a superconductor, and it's made out of, there's several different ways that you can make it. And me and a friend actually have started dabbling and making this ourselves, doing a little alchemy action, and we use ours. I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's a really nice kind of peachy pink color. And all you do is you kind of put it on your tongue, okay, on your tongue, and it has a very, it doesn't even really have much of a flavor. The one that we made, this is the one that we made it out of Himalayan sea salt. And what you're really trying to do is get the pH up to like a 10.8. And we have the recipe that Barry Carter, the original founder of this Ormus, from what I'm understanding, we use this particular recipe to create our Ormus, and then we infuse this Ormus with 528 hertz, which is a solfeggio frequency, which I'll talk about a little bit later. So Ormus is a superconductor. It cleanses our energetic system. It resets our DNA. It cleanses out any lower vibrational negative energies, viruses, bacteria, parasites, anything that can hold us back from raising our own energetic vibration. So Ormus is super powerful. It's extremely simple to take. It really is. It's really simple. I do this once in the morning when I get out of bed, and then once right before I go to bed. And you will begin to notice the longer that you take it, you become much more sensitive to energies, because it is a superconductor, but it does protect your energy from those harmful electromagnetic frequencies. And another thing that you can use is called C60 or carbon 60. I don't have any on hand to show you, but it's very similar to Ormus in that it cleanses your energetic system. It protects you. Silver as well. So when you take the colloidal silver, it actually kind of rejects those electromagnetic frequencies and won't allow it to actually penetrate the physical body. So those are some physical things that you can do. Also, incorporating plants into your house. So plants are one of nature's most beneficial things to have when it comes to transmuting energy. So when you have a lot of dirty energy like the 5G technology, these plants will take in that energy and they will actually transmute it and send it back out into the air as a positive energy. So some plants that you can actually buy and put around your home would be aloe vera. Aloe vera is one of the most powerful plants, and not only that, you can use it too. You can put it on your face, you can ingest it. There's a lot of things, a lot of benefits to aloe vera. Another one is the spider plant, as well as the snake plant, and succulents. Succulents are one of the best things that you can actually put around your home. They're super easy to take care of, and they're cute. I mean, I think a lot of them are very pleasant, pleasant to look at. And if you have, an office where you have a lot of Wi-Fi or a lot of heavy equipment around, get some plants, put some plants in the area. You'll begin to notice there'll be a shift in the energy in the room as well as your own personal energy too. So those are some physical things you can do. Now, what are some energetic things that you can do to help protect your own personal energy to avoid some of this harmful 5G energy? Well, one of the best things that you can do is called Organite. Okay, guys, so Organite comes in a lot of different forms. We've got pyramids, and we have pucks, and I actually have, and pyramids can come in a variety of ways. So ladies, if you want a cuter pyramid, here's one. And this is selenite. Oh no, what happened? Sorry guys, I had something on there. So this is selenite, and then this is black tourmaline, and I've got these guys on my website, okay guys? So if you're interested in looking at the different types, and I've got amethyst ones, there's a whole variety. And one of the things I like to do is wear a necklace. So this is an Organite necklace, if you guys can see it. So what Organite is actually, it anchors in our life force energy, and it helps us balance those EMFs. So it's like a little mini transmuter, okay? So it kind of takes in that negative energy and filters it through, and then it turns it back into positive energy. So when you wear these are great for empaths too. So if you guys are around a lot of negative energy, maybe you work in a hospital or somewhere with a lot of heavy equipment around it that may have a lot of radiation, Organite is something that's really important that you may want to wear on you. You can pop it in your pocket. Now the pucks, I actually put these pucks, I did a little experiment. Someone had told me if I put these pucks near my water heater or near my air conditioner that I could potentially lower my power bill. Well, I will say, guys, I lowered my power bill $22 a month by just putting a puck next to my air conditioner water heater unit here in my apartment. So try it out yourself. Like I said, don't take my word for it. Go try it out yourself and see what you guys think. But Organite is really, really beneficial to the environment. It's beneficial to our own energetic system, and it's really kind of a neat technology. It's like Tesla technology, guys. So speaking of Tesla technology, here's another thing that you can utilize too. This is called a Tesla purple plate. I've got this one on my website, and I actually have a small circular one too that I put in the back of my cell phone, in between my cell phone and the case. And what this does is it acts just like an Organite. It protects you from any EMFs. Now, I put this under my fruit, and my fruit will last so much longer just by placing this purple plate under the fruit. So it's pretty cool. I mean, if you guys aren't familiar with Nikola Tesla and his technology, I'd really encourage you to research more about his clean energy and what he did when he was here on this planet, because he has some pretty amazing stuff, and it's really, really interesting, some of the things that he had done in his lifetime. So some other things that you can use to help cleanse your energetic system are crystals. And two of my go-to crystals for protection of EMFs are black tourmaline. Okay, now this protects against all negative energy, all electromagnetic frequencies, and it's super easy to find. It's really inexpensive. You can get it in jewelry, you can get it in a rock form, you can get it in pyramids, obelisks, whatever you want. There's really a variety of black tourmaline, and you can place it around your home, place it next to routers. Another thing you can get is called Shungite. Okay, guys, so Shungite is super powerful. All right, Shungite is a black carbon-based mineral out of Russia, and what it does is it transmutes that energy to, it kind of blocks those electromagnetic frequencies. So when you combine the two of these together, and then add an orgone in there, you've got a pretty good powerhouse to cleanse the energy in your space. So what I do is I just pop this stuff right next to any routers I may have, next to my computer, using it next to your cell phone. They actually sell, which I have on my website, are little rectangular pieces with stickers on the back of the Shungite that you can put on the back of your phone that will also help protect you. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. I'm getting over a little bit of a cough here. So yeah, also cool thing about Shungite, guys, is you can use it in your water. It is one of the best water purifiers. And let me emphasize, when you're buying Shungite, you want to buy Elite Shungite. Elite Shungite is the top of the line Shungite. So it's it comes in like a kind of a, like you can tell, a little silvery. It's a little shiny there, little silvery kind of black color. And you can buy it in, I've got it on my website. You can buy it in a pack and you can pop it around your home, and then you can pop it in your water too. Now you want to wait for like 24 to 48 hours before you drink the water, and put it in glass. Okay, guys, don't put it in plastic, put it in glass. And what that will do is it'll clear out any of those impurities in the water. So if you're concerned about the fluoride and the chlorine and all that nasty jazz in your water, go ahead and get some Shungite, guys. You can go ahead and also when you drink it, you're cleansing your body too and your energetic system. So it's a pretty cool thing. Now, I like to wear Shungite on my body. So this is kind of a big bracelet, but I've got one on my website that you guys can check out too. Now, when you wear crystals on your body, you always want to wear them on the left side because energy flows in the left and it goes out the right. So you want to have it filter the energy in through the left, and it'll go through your body and out through the right. I always think of like a dialysis machine. I worked in kidney transplant for a long time. So I think of a dialysis machine. It comes in, it gets filtered, and then it comes back out, right? So Shungite, yeah. So Shungite neutralizes EMFs. Those are some things that you can do from an energetic standpoint. Now, what can you do? Now, you can also do like a Faraday cage, and I'm not going to go into detail about that. Maybe some of you guys out there who are really good at, that kind of stuff, you can do a Faraday cage in your home as well. And if you aren't familiar with what that is, go ahead and look it up, research it. I don't have enough knowledge on it myself, but I do know that that's something that you can do physically in your home to help transmute some of those energies too. So on an emotional standpoint, what can you do? You can listen to solfeggio frequencies. So I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I've got Pandora playing a 528 hertz frequency, and the solfeggio frequencies are 6 to 9 different frequencies or tunes that are balancing to the human body. So they are universal tones that help heal and balance our body. And when you listen to those tones, it actually transmutes energy within that space, not only within the space, but also within your own physical, energetic, and physical body as well. So you can do it through tuning forks. Tuning forks come in different solfeggio frequencies. There's apps that you can get on your phone that actually just play the pure tone, and you can even just play the music like I do. So I play the music, and then there's the tone in the background, and that will cleanse your space, and it'll also, you'll notice your mood will shift too. So when you're playing that soft music, and I notice it with my animals the most, when I start turning on that music, it's like they just go from amped up to calm. So I like playing the 528 hertz because it repairs DNA, and it is the love frequency, guys. Who doesn't want more love in their life, right? So it's a really good one to incorporate if you're at work and you're on the computer all day long and you're able to listen to headphones or you're able to listen to music. Play some nice 528 hertz. You may begin to notice when people walk into your office that their mood shifts. Or you may notice people won't walk into your office because they could be at a lower frequency and you're up here at this higher frequency, and they are just like magnets, right? So magnets either completely attract or they completely repel. So you'll begin to notice there could be a shift in the energy, and your plants may grow more when you incorporate that type of music into your space. Some other things that you can do is limit your cell phone and electronic use, guys. If you're constantly on your phone and you've got that thing next to your head all the time, that electromagnetic frequency is affecting your energetic field. It's affecting your physical body. So try to limit your use to cellular activity and to any electronics as much as possible. And you try to limit your stress. A lot of this technology will affect those who are at a lower vibration, who are holding on to, say, a lot of fear-based limited thoughts, who are holding on to a lot of anger, a lot of guilt, a lot of shame, a lot of lower vibrational negative energies. So releasing those emotions, forgiving yourself, forgiving others, living your life more in a state of love versus in a state of hate. And quit complaining, guys. Quit gossiping. Quit complaining. What that does is it lowers your energy, right? So we have this beautiful aura around us, which some can see and some can't. But when we are complaining all the time or blaming others or just completely, ripping on politicians or whatever we're doing, right? All that's doing is taking our power away, guys. You're giving your energy to someone else. And we need to have our power back. We need to take our power back. And when we do that, we enhance our energetic system. It makes us stronger. It makes us more vital. It makes us more energized. It gives us a happier disposition. It makes us look younger. It makes us look lighter. So let go of that crap, guys. There's no reason that we need to be, throwing that stuff at each other, because we need to, as the people, the people are the ones who hold the energy, right? So if we're the ones who are speaking up about this technology, and we're the ones who are actually pulling it together and trying to get to a point where we make some changes and some differences, then we can, as a collective humanity, change the world, guys. We need to do it collaboratively. We need to come together and stop separating ourselves from one another. So instead of complaining about what the government isn't doing, get a group together, guys. Get a group together in your local area. Start planting seeds. Start educating people about this stuff. You don't have to force feed people. All you need to do is just plant seeds. If they resist it, that's okay. They aren't ready to receive it. But what you are doing is you are planting seeds in their subconscious mind. And when they are ready to receive that information, they're going to remember, hey, so-and-so was sharing with me about 5G, and now I'm ready to hear about it. And I want to learn more. I want to know how I can protect my energy. So it's important for us that when we do learn this to not, I think at first we want to get angry. We do. We want to get angry that we're being treated this way as humanity. It can get very frustrating, but we have to understand that energy flows where attention goes. And if our attention is going towards anger and blame and hatred and frustration, then that's all that we are creating in our own personal reality. Okay, so if you are constantly circling on political stuff or just blaming our government for not doing what they should be doing, then you're handing your power over to them. And that's the last thing that we need to be doing. We need to create our own reality. All right, so the best way we can do that is start taking action. Getting these groups together, educating people, maybe set up a presentation at your local church or at your local, natural food store or at your school, and talk about some of this stuff. Get out there and start educating people, because the power is in education. Our power lies in our knowledge and our wisdom, and we, as a collective, need to start taking our power back, because we all know we have been siphoned of our own power and our energy for far too long, and we just don't have stand for it anymore, right? I always get this image of, I saw this image where there's all of these greedy elites kind of sitting around a table, and the table is just a board, and the people are the ones on their hands and knees holding up the table. And until the people realize that all they have to do is stand up, the elites have nothing to lean on, then we are the ones in power. There's more of us than there are of them. So it's really important that we come together, and we come together in a compassionate, loving way, because when we come together in a hateful way or a blaming, complaining way, then all we're doing is creating energy around that. Okay. So if we want to make a change in the world, we've got to change ourselves first. Okay. So let's come together and do that, and do it in a positive way. And like I encourage you, this energy, there is a way to cleanse it. There is a way to sanitize it. Nikola Tesla created clean energy, and there is a way to have clean energy. It's just that, unfortunately, the powers that be are against that because it's free and it's clean and it doesn't make money. And we as the people have the power, and we can change that. We've just got to speak up. We've got to start educating ourselves. And then once we educate ourselves, we need to start educating others. Our power lies in our knowledge and our wisdom. And then once we are the ones who receive that information, it's important for us to share that with others. So I hope that this video was helpful to you. If you have other ways that you're aware of that are beneficial to protecting our vital energy against this technology, then please, I'd love to hear what you have to say. I'd love to have you share that below, because it's just important for all of us to share whatever it is that we know. And this site for me is one that is just planting seeds and sharing knowledge and understanding, you know, what I'm researching, and then wanting to put out my perspective and perception of what I'm learning, you know, out there for others to kind of take the ball and roll. And like I said, guys, I don't want haters on here. I don't want people, you know, going off about negativity. I just really just want to put out this information. And then I encourage each and every one of you to go do your own personal research, because that's the only way that we're going to learn, is through our own truth and our own knowledge and our own research. So